like, hit the share. We'll do a little League Cup, Carabao Cup draw, which will be in about 5 minutes' time. United are after beating Villa by, what was that, 4 goals to 2. They were 2-1 down at one stage. So United go into the Cup with Liverpool, of course, with City. Still, a few clubs have gone out, the likes of Chelsea and Spurs and stuff, but there's still a few big teams in it. Henry is in the house. Evening, Dave. Who would you like in the fourth round draw? Well, couldn't care less. You'd rather an easy one, of course. Of course you would. And you maybe get a big team in the final if you get to the final, like we are the holders, of course. Going through last night after a 0-0 draw with a very young team against Derby County last night. A really, really young team against Derby County last night. And winning on penalties. Kelleher was the hero for us. But we're in the draw. That's all that counts. Who would I like? I don't know. Maybe get revenge on United. Get them at Anfield. Hammer them. Something like that, maybe. But it's interesting. It'll be interesting. We won't play till after Christmas now anyway, so Bone Manx are in the draw and Newcastle. Yeah, still a good few teams in it, guys. Still a good few teams in it, so we shall see what happens. Not really bothered, says Mark Forrest. Not hugely bothered. But let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens. The draw will be up now. It's finished 4-2. It was a good game, that, actually. Good second half, I suppose. But hope all you guys are well, says Mark. We're absolutely fantastic. Salvatore, evening, Dave. It'll be United or City, I would say, says Salvatore. I couldn't really care. The big game for me is Southampton on Saturday. The big game is on Saturday. The draw is coming up. The fourth round draw for the Carabao Cup. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's get people in. The more likes, the more people come in. The longer we stay on and a bit of crack. Let's see who we get in the fourth round. That's the big thing. And let's see what happens. That is the big, big thing. Let's see what happens, guys. Once you're in the draw, that's all you can really hope for, isn't it? Henry, I'm guessing both City and Man U will get easy draws. It'd be great if City got United, though, wouldn't it? You know, you want as many big teams knocking each other out. That's really what you want. You know what I mean? So, but we'll see. We'll have a nice little chat. We'll talk about it when the draws come out. We'll have a look at the teams, and we'll even have a quick mention about Southampton at the weekend, and of course FSG, DIC, whatever you want. What's going to happen? How is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? The sale, that type of thing. We shall see. But it'd be interesting to see Klopp's press conference tomorrow, of course. Klopp for the Southampton game. Be interesting to see. He will be asked questions. He will get asked questions. Getting chilly here. Weather is approaching. It's actually quite mild over here in Dublin tonight. I was walking the dog outside the house earlier on, and it was actually quite mild. And I'm saying, is this the 10th of November? What? Very windy, but mild. Cold here? No, it wasn't cold at all here, Mark. It's actually mild over here. It's weird. Really weird. And I'm in Dublin. Do you think Thiago will be the Spanish squad? I hope not. I don't think Thiago is in the Spanish. I thought the Spanish squad was picked. I didn't think Thiago made it. Obviously, Henderson and Trent made it. That was the big news on the Liverpool front. Hendo and Trent making it into the England squad. But I don't think Thiago's been picked. Fabinho and Alisson are in the Brazil squad, of course. The draw is at 10:30. Well, we'll keep talking till 10:30 then. Just a bit of crack. I thought it was earlier. No, I thought it was straight after the game here, after the interviews, to be fair. Let's see who we get, guys. We'll stay on to see who we get, I suppose. That's the big one. I'm glad Diaz is outside running. That's a huge plus in my books, says Henry. That's a huge plus. I'd rather him on the pitch for Liverpool. I'd rather Diogo Jota. I'd rather Matip. We want all our best players on the pitch and in the squad available for selection. But unfortunately, you won't see Diaz kick a ball again till after Christmas. And you won't see Jota, hopefully, in the new year. Hopefully it's not as bad as what it looks for him. It really looks like a bad injury for Jota. The medical team are masters of getting players fit. Well, we haven't got a doctor at the moment at Liverpool, so people would say other things. But yeah, it's a science now. It's a science, guys, at this stage. It's an absolute science at this stage, Unbelievable stuff they have now compared to what was going on in the 80s and even the 90s and 90s, to be fair. Different level now. It's an absolutely different level. Hit the like, hit the share, guys. 3 likes, come on, get it up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's see who Liverpool get in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. I call it the League Cup. I'm old school. It is the League Cup, of course, the English League Cup. But it's the Carabao Cup. I remember as the Rumbelows Cup. I remember as the Zenit Data Cup back in the fucking 80s. Zenit Data Cup, what a name. The Milk Cup. Dave, would you be okay with LFC being bought out with oil money? What's your thoughts, says the Anfield Lark? Well, I mean, you just got to be careful what you wish for. I've been saying it all week. It wouldn't be ideal. No, absolutely not. Because we've been slagging Newcastle, we've been slagging PSG, we've been slagging Manchester City, the oil barons, the oil classicos for the last few years. If Liverpool came in, say DIC, the Dubai Investment Capital, those guys came in and spent, 3 billion on the club and another half a billion over 2 or 3 years, and Liverpool start winning leagues. Listen, I think it's the way it's going. That's the unfortunate thing. And for us to be able to actually come up against these guys and, literally be battling it out every week at the top of the league and top of the Champions League, we're going to need heavy investment. We're going to need something like an oil state or an oil, nation state or one of these big oil baron club sheikhs type of thing. But I don't know. I don't know what I feel. I'd have to take it in and do a thing on them and see what type of human rights and what the country's like and stuff like that. If it's Dubai and places like that, or if another American owners come in, or if FSG hold on to us and all they're doing is selling a bit of the club for shares for a bit of investment, and they invest it in January and invest it next summer. So it's all up in the air at the moment. It's really up in the air at the moment. So it's going to be hard to say anything until it's done. I call it the Mickey Mouse Cup, Salvatore. Just get out the home draw. Not bothered who we get in this. No, not hugely bothered. I mean, you don't want City at the Etihad, at the Empty-Head, or you don't want United at Old Trafford. Messy games. Just adds to after your next season when you've the big league games, big Champions League games and everything. You want a handy one at home. Of course you do. You want to make it as handy as possible. But we shall see. We've no control over it. It is a draw. So we have no control over it, I wouldn't want to sell our club's soul for an Arab to come in and use our illustrious history to sports wash. And I honestly think the actual city would revolt. Yeah, listen, I know. I was listening to Gareth Roberts today, and he was being interviewed after the game the other night, and same thing. We know the socialist, left-leaning city that Liverpool is, and that type of thing. And would it put up with something like that? Probably not. So it's going to be interesting who they get in. Let's just hope if FSG sell, that it's good for the club. That's all I really care. It has to be good for the city, good for the club, good for the fans. If it's good for the club, it'll be good for the fans, basically. Depends what happens. It absolutely depends. It's something hard at the moment. It's hard to say. It's very hard to say. I'm convinced FSG won't sell, but if they did not, everyone would be happy. Do you agree? You're convinced they won't sell? No, listen, I'd like them to stay, but I'd like them to invest a bit more in the windows, a bit more risk in their investments, get a few more players in, instead of just going for the Arthur Mellows, Ben Davies type, Quebec type players, and going for a Jude Bellingham or going for a Declan Rice every now and again. Investment. I like FSG. That's what I'm saying. If they had a bit more investment, it'd be absolutely grand. But Labour Party should bias the Labour Party. The thoughts on the board being run by anyone linked to dubious human rights is very distasteful, to be honest. Yeah, it is. It is, absolutely. Spirit of Shankly wouldn't be happy about it, I'm sure. You know what I mean? I'm still on my Diet Coke here, guys. I'm doing a lot more live shows. I'm going to try to do a lot more, even when the World Cup's on. After Southampton on Saturday, I'm going to try to do a lot more. Even, as I say, we'll even come on and do chats about anything. Once it's kept clean and real, we can even talk about 80s, 90s movies and cartoons and music. I remember your kids and stuff like that. If you want that at one stage during the World Cup, I'm sure we will. But as we said earlier, before the draws, congrats to Henderson, club captain, and congrats to Trent Alexander-Arnold for getting into the England squad. That was big for them. I totally agree, Anfield Lark. Yeah, look, we do. We just have to wait and see. We don't know exactly what's going on. We don't know who we're going to be sold to, if we're even going to be sold. If it's partly sold, fully sold, nobody knows anything right now. There's a lot of crap going on Twitter, Instagram, social media, and even in the papers. It's hard to believe any of it, to be fair. A lot of this will be going on, boardroom level type of thing. And let's just wait and see, guys. Let's just wait and see. As I say, the draw's in a few minutes' time, so let's hope Liverpool get a nice handy home draw. But usually in these type of things, we don't. We usually get the tough away draw, but we shall see. It's a nervous time, says Mark. As I said the other night, it's exciting and it's nervous and it's, you know, a little bit at the same time, because we just don't know what's going to happen. And when you don't know what's going to happen and you're not in control, that's when you have a problem, isn't it? You know, that is really when you have a problem. Just looking at Rashford's goal, it was a good finish actually to make it 2-2. That was a big goal. Big goal for Rashford there. I think he made England squad as well, didn't he? I think he flatters to deceive, Rashford, to be fair. I really do. When he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he's the good, the bad and the ugly. Good finish though, yeah. As I say, guys, isn't the fixtures for this draw they've played like 3 days after the World Cup? Oh, I don't know, my head's all over the shop. I mean, I know the players come back the week before Christmas and we play on the 26th, which is Boxing Day, Stephen's Day here, Boxing Day in England, which is the 26th of December. We're away to Villa. Unai Emery's Villa now, which will be a tough game. Then we've Leicester and Brentford, I think. So within like 10 days, so it's just got to be go, go, go. So the guys come back from World Cup. If they go far in the World Cup, as in semis or final, it's going to be tough, you know. It's going to be really, really tough. The absolute ideal situation is LFC fans self-made millionaire, buys a majority stake FSG and keeps at least an FSG keep 30%. Something could happen like that. I mean, that DIC, that Dubai consortium, your man apparently is a Liverpool fan, as far as I know. Obviously, you want a Liverpool fan, you want either his dad or him or her to be Liverpool fans or as kids or something, to have some sort of love for the club and not just to be coming in to use it as a business and sports wash and stuff like that. Let's get United, says LJ. I love your optimism, baby. Hello, Dave. What do you think is who do you think the new owner is? I don't know. I'm saying DIC from Dubai, possibly. But it could be Americans selling to Americans. Who knows? Who knows? Or else it might be just a part stake in FSG, stay in control. Redbird Capital could take it over. They own it, 11%? They could make it 51, so you're controlling on 51, you know what I mean? But we shall see. As you say, the draw for the Carabao Cup final is due in a few minutes, so let's see who Liverpool get. That's the big thing for tonight. Senegal for which stock to get Mane fit for the World Cup. Fact is stranger than fiction. Wow. Let's hope he is fit for the World Cup. I'd love to. We all want to see Mane playing for Senegal. We all want to see Mane playing for Senegal in the World Cup, don't we? Of course we do. Trent going to the World Cup to sit on the bench. A waste of time, says Eamon Kelly. Well, it's good for his confidence though as well, though, isn't it, to be going? I mean, if we would have been left out, it would have been a bit of a downer for him. All the crap and all the chat that's been going on over the last few months. But remember when that guy Takesh Shinawatra was linked with the club? Maka got involved and the guy ended up in jail. Yeah, the Thailand billionaire, wasn't it? Shinawatra. Yeah, luckily we did not get him. He did for corruption of some of the reasons. He ended up in bloody jail. And I mean, he was close to buying Liverpool at that stage, but we got Hicks and Gillette. I mean, those bloody lunatics, those two cowboys from the States, Hicks and Gillette. And FSG, to be at the end of the day, guys, FSG saved us. You know, at the end of the day, we were a sinking ship. I'm sure Anfield Arca, the boys will tell you in here, we were a sinking ship in 2010, and FSG came and saved our bacon with the lifeboats. And look where we are now with FSG. Some fans are just not happy enough. Some fans are just not happy. Ryan C is in the house. How are you, Ryan? What time is the draw? A few minutes. Well, I have to have it on here for me live, so you won't miss it. So if it comes up, I'll be calling it out, as we say. But it should be soon. I'm just watching United here. Villa, they're just finishing it. And Rashford got man of the match. Is that the only trophy United might win this season? Man of the match trophy for Rashford? But let's see. The draw is due now any minute. Let's see what happens. But we shall see, as they say. We shall see. Whoever the owner is needs to be back, Jurgen. He can't be sacked. He won't be sacked. You're joking me. Absolutely joking me. He will not be sacked. I did see the thing actually with today. I think Jurgen's interview after the game last night against the win against Derby and penalties, saying that no matter what happens, you know, he just wants the owners to back him and he'll be around and he's committed to the club, which is obviously great, and it's exactly what we want to hear as fans. We want Klopp there till 2026 or beyond. We want Klopp there till 2026 or beyond. Absolutely we do. Absolutely we do. Because we love him and he's one of the best managers in the world, if not the best. So Still waiting on this draw, guys. I don't know. That's just showing reruns of the goals United scored against Villa. Just keep showing the reruns and looking at Marcus Rashford, of course, who got called up to the England squad today. FSG have been great. Defo, they've just dropped a bit since COVID and transfer investments and stuff like that. Ever since the Super League as well, you could say. The Super League debacle, it hasn't been quite right. But they've been very good for the club. Don't get me wrong. For the ground, expansion, development, the new training ground at AXA, at Kirby. But they could have done a little bit more, to be fair, in one or two windows. They missed out on one or two vital windows. I go back to 2020. That was a big miss. That was a huge miss. They've missed out on one or two really, really big ones. And that's ultimately, fans are fans. They want the best players on the pitch. And when they see the drop off, that's when the problem hits the fan. I want Liverpool United so Liverpool can kick them out, says Ryan. So do I. Tie and money usually equals corruption, says Salvatore. The ESL is never going away. No, I don't think so. I think it'd be back to buy this as sort of European Super League. If it's not next year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, it'd be back. It's all about the money. It's all about the Wonga. You guys know. You all know what it is. In terms of finances of this cup, we spent more on travel and from games than we pocketed in winning the trophy. No wonder people don't take it seriously. Yeah, they'll have to do something with this cup because, even the double semi was a joke. Remember the double semi? The double leg semi? Are you joking me? And the prize money is ridiculous. It has a history, of course it is, especially when it was the Mill Cup back in the 80s. Liverpool used to love it. But it doesn't have the same swagger even as the FA Cup, certainly not the Champions League or the league. It's right down the pecking order. It is a cup. We won it last year, of course. It is a domestic cup. A lot of teams would love to win it. It wouldn't be the end of the world if we were knocked out. But you want to go as long as you can, as confidence for the young lads. It's great for the young lads last night. Ben Doak, of course, coming on, unbelievable for him. Stewart, Leighton Stewart, now Clark, all these guys. Calvin Ramsey was brilliant last night. That's what it's good for, What's that bleeding story? Del Boy Gunner TV. Check out Del Boy Gunner on YouTube. Top YouTube channel. Arsenal fan, of course. Arsenal knocked out 3-1 last night. Little surprised at that, though. The weakened team out there, though, to be fair. I think Arsenal's eyes are trying to catch City in the league. I'd say that's, you can't be like Liverpool and try and go for a quadruple. That rarely happens. We nearly did it last year, but it's so hard to do. And that's why a lot of teams play weakened teams in this early on. The further you get on quarters, semis, you might play a stronger team. But in these rounds, third, fourth round draw coming up, of course, even that shows you the level how much this cup is worth. If the top teams like Arsenal are playing a weakened team at home, against Brighton, you know what I mean? Hit the like, hit the share, let's get people in. League Cup should become the under-20s tournament or something with 3 overage players. Good idea, Anfield Arc, yeah, maybe. Absolutely, maybe. There's Del Boy Gunner YouTube channel put in by Marco. Yep, that presser last night has told me the Klopp knows what's going on. I appreciate it. He can't share it with us, though. No, he won't. He'll be asked the question tomorrow at the presser, for the Southampton presser on Saturday, which will be tomorrow at Anfield, probably lunchtime, I think. It'd be interesting to see what happens at that. He'll be asked more questions because that's the last big presser. Southampton game Saturday, and then he probably does another one after the Southampton game, but hopefully be 3 points in the bag. And then they're going on, I think they're going to Dubai at some stage for sort of a warm weather camp when the World Cup is on. Obviously, the players of the World Cup won't be there, but you'll have 80% of the club there, and they'll need to be training and playing and be ready to rock for Christmas, ready to roll. Toy LFC fan, how are you, my friend? That LFC fan, this is a Toy LFC fan. I'm on my iPhone, so it's quite small. How are you, my bro? Yeah, Dave, Brighton should be hard to beat in the cup. Yeah, absolutely, Del Boy. Brighton have brightened up my weekends a lot of the time, but not when they're playing Liverpool. They seem to, darken my weekends instead of brighten them up. Potter's gone, of course, he's gone to Chelsea. He was working his magic at Chelsea, but that sort of slipped a bit as well. A bit of the Harry Potter type stuff hasn't quite worked. But Brighton, they're dangerous. I wouldn't like to draw Brighton. In this now in the draw coming up, I wouldn't like to draw them. Then again, the cup, it doesn't really matter. Del Boy, no thanks, not watching, says Salvatore. Look, let's see what happens here. But Ten Hag is on here. He's just waffling away after the game. But United haven't won a cup in a while, so for a team like United, it'd be good to win this. You know what I mean? To be honest, I wouldn't mind Gillingham Says that LFC fan. Yeah, at Anfield. So you can play the young lads again. You can risk it a little bit, you know what I mean? Or even away from home, you could risk it. But I mean, Derby last night was 0-0. They'd one or two chances. I know we had 3 or 4 really good chances. They had 1 or 2 chances near the end, a header. So, you know, you're risking it a slight bit when you go weak, you know what I mean? We brought on Bobby and we brought on Nunes, which was big, but a bit of a risk, you know? Rather go big, says Mark Forrest. I love your optimism. Go big. Go big. Go big. Potter will make his bones elsewhere. His Chelsea move will be a big mistake. I fully back him to have a great career elsewhere. I like him as a manager. I think he's very good. To be honest, I want City, says LFC CJ1. Yeah, well, at Anfield. I still call it the Milk Cup. Guess my age. I'm probably as old as you, Ryan, to be fair. I remember there's the Milk Cup. I remember there's the Rumbelows. I remember there's the Zenith Data Systems Cup. You know, Carling Cup. Fucking whatever it's called now. The Carabao Cup. An energy drink, like, you know. 48. I'm 40. I'm 50 in April. 50 in April, baby. 50 in April. Only look about 21. But hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in. Let's get this bloody draw going. Let's get this draw going. Let's hope Liverpool get a nice, handy, easy one. That's what you want, don't you? Or then again, maybe a big one at Anfield, United or City, and go, wow, we're looking forward to that game when we come back after the World Cup. Del Boy Gunner TV, Liverpool City final would be great as long as United don't get there. Another Arsenal fans even hate United as well, don't they? Yeah, Del Boy, absolutely. Who's doing the draw? Anyone good? I can't see. Schmeichel's talking crap here with Dion Dublin at the moment. So 2 of them are talking absolute shy at the moment. And we're just going to have to stay here until the draw pops up onto the screen. It's all about money, isn't it? It's all about TV rights and trying to drag it out. Because they know people will stay on to watch the draw. They'll stay on to watch the draw. 46 Ryan Sears. I'd like us to go for Trossard. He'll be better a big club. I do like Trossard. He's really good. What a player at Brighton, a little gem he is. Dion Dublin Holmes under the hammer. Okay. Wow, that's all it needs. Absolutely, Marco. But as I say, geez, this draw's taken longer than I would have thought. Martial got a goal tonight. Tap in, that was it? Yes, tap in. Good finish though. Let's get Gillingham. Yes, someone said that earlier on. I don't care if it's Carabao Cup, it's still silverware. It is silverware, and we know what we were like last year when we beat Chelsea. Although it was Chelsea in the final, I always want to beat Chelsea, don't we? And Kelleher was the hero in that final, and he was the hero last night. So you never know. Got to be a good player to score a hat-trick at Anfield. Not many lads have done that. Trossard, of course. 3-3 draw. Jeez, that game, my God. Could have lost that game. We could have won that game. Probably draw was about right. Do you think Doak can be the new Mo Salah, says Henry? No. Well, who can be the new Salah? I mean, that's a big shout, isn't it? I mean, the big thing for him would be he's 17 this week, I think. He was 16 when he came on. I think he's 17 tomorrow or Saturday. So, wow, you know what I mean? But he really does he looks a prospect. He looks an absolute prospect, doesn't he? He looks some player. He really, really does. And if he keeps his head on his shoulders, which I'm sure he will at Liverpool, they won't let him go ahead of himself. He could be injury permitted and everything. Wow, you know what I mean? I mean, he's knocking on the door already and he's not even 17, so crazy. They're getting younger, aren't they? They're getting younger and younger and younger. Salah didn't even know he was next Salah until he was 24. Exactly, Salah was quite late blooming. I mean, he was decent at Roma, didn't quite do it at Chelsea. He was decent at Roma, Liverpool signed him, and then bang, the rest was history. Trossard would actually be quality signing. He can play as a striker, wing, and even a fullback. That's what we like. We like players that can play in about 3 or 4 positions, like transformers. We like players like that. Den Haag log a wet drip. He killed us. What? What was that? But guys, as I say, hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in. Let's get that up to 20 likes. The draw will be along here any minute. As the balls come out, I'll call it, basically. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. What team do you support? Liverpool. LFC, baby. You'll never walk alone. Liverpool, Super Reds, Anfield. Liverpool. I support Leicester. Okay, Leo, that's okay. I have a bit of a soft spot for Leicester City. Um, Leicester are still in this as well, aren't they? Leicester in the Carabao Cup, aren't they? Doak will be our next Michael Owen. Very similar. Not like Mo. Yeah, he's similar to Michael Owen. He got that pace, trickery, low centre of gravity. Yeah. Would you put Ben Doak in the Champions League roster? Big question. No, I don't think he'll throw him in that early. I can't see him being thrown in that early, to be fair, no. Leo, do you want to keep Brendan Rodgers, says Del Boy. So Leo's got the Leicester City fan has got a question from an Arsenal fan, wondering, do you want to keep Buck Rodgers from the 21st century, 25th century? Craig Lennox is in. Hi there, so glad about Ramsey. He'd be our right back and a good defender. He's great, Craig. I mean, he's a top defender. We signed him. He was only 19. We signed him from Aberdeen, Scottish under 21. He's in the Scottish senior side now. He got picked for the friendlies, up and coming friendlies for Scotland. This guy has absolutely everything. He was brilliant last night. He was one of the better players on the pitch last night. I really have high hopes for Calvin Ramsey, and I just hope he fulfills his potential. If he does, it's gonna be beautiful. Liverpool forever, says Ryan C. You got it, baby. You absolutely got it. They're dragging this out. Dave, thoughts on England picking Harry Maguire? Jesus Christ, that means he won't win the World Cup if you pick him. Probably won't play. He'll be on the bench most of the time, you know. I don't know. I just, it's funny. It's so funny. Black spider on your brown door. What? Black spider on your brown. There was a spider on my brown door. There actually was a spider, but it was Halloween. There was one of those little fake spiders crawling up the door, you know. Delboy, I think picking Wilson instead of Tony was worse than that. It's good little Calvin Ramsey got called up to the Scotland squad. Yeah, he got called up to the senior squad, Scottish senior squad. They've 2 friendlies up and coming. So I think Ramsey's in the squad for them. But as I said, guys, we're just waiting here. The bloody Carabao 4th round cup draw is due any minute. EFL Cup, whatever you want to call it, Milk Cup. Leo, I don't rate Rodgers, but I do think all the other clubs' problems are his fault. What? I can't wait for Diaz to come back from injury, says Ryan. We all can't wait for Diaz. We all can't wait for, Diaz and Jota and Matip and all these guys. We cannot wait because we need it for Liverpool. But after the weekend, after the Southampton game, it's going to be a 5-6 week break. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. World Cup in November. Still can't get over it. It's absolutely crazy. And even Sepp Blatter came out, and he was the president of FIFA at the time, said it was a mistake. I mean, what an absolute idiot. It's all money. That's where you tell you money talks. Never mind the Premier League. Money talks. FIFA, UEFA, it's everywhere. Who's the youngest player to appear in the Champions League? I don't know. Maybe Ben Doak will. In February. Dave, headbutt through your door. Oliver Leicester's problems are not his fault. Well, the owners are starting to pull back with Leicester City as well, aren't they? Slightly. With Andy on the left and Ramsey on the right, nice. Trent is still 2 Scottish boys left and right, yeah. The 2 Scots, Robertson, of course, and Ramsey. Could end up with 2 Scots there, bang, and Trent could be in midfield, the right side of midfield, who knows? Absolutely brilliant. They're still dragging this out. Someone said 10:30 earlier, probably right. You're probably right saying 10:30 for the draw because it hasn't even shown up in the telly yet. Schmeichel and Dion Dublin are just talking absolute crap to each other here. Dragging it out for the sponsors, dragging it out for the TV. We just want the bloody draw. Give me the draw. That's all we want. Keep going over to United's 4 goals. Maguire, 82 million. Virgil, worth 150. Salvatore, yeah, it was ridiculous, wasn't it? At the time, remember, Van Dijk signed for us, what was it, 75? And he was the most expensive centre-half. And then a few weeks later, Maguire, 82. Leicester absolutely killed it with that, didn't he? 82. He must have been just looking at each other when United agreed 82 million for him, going, what? Wow. Good finish from McTominay there, actually, to make it 4-2. So United are in the cup. City are in the cup. Newcastle are in the cup. Liverpool are in the cup. Who do you want, guys? And there's 1 or 2 other teams in the cup. But it's going to be interesting. Do you want a big team? Do you want a City or a United? Or a Newcastle? Newcastle are a big team now. Or do you want a Gillingham or a lower level team? What do you want? Leo, it's on Sky Sports. Yes, it is on Sky Sports. Oh, Sky Sports football I'm watching at the moment. Maguire 82 million. Willie Saliba 27 million. But there you go. They're scouting for you. Saliba 27 million. What a player he's turned out to be. I have a feeling we will get City. I got a feeling. We're going to give it, maybe. I don't care. I don't care. Carabao Cup draw incoming, my friends. We are the holders, baby. Liverpool FC. I'm going to put £100 on England to win the World Cup, says Ryan C. What are the odds? I mean, England would be probably 4th or 5th favourites at this stage. You'd probably get 6 or 7 to 1, would you? Something like that. It's on YouTube Live too. Yes, on Dave's LFC Chats. Okay. Denmark planned to wear kits saying human rights for all, and it was banned by FIFA. There you go. There you go. There you go. Richarlison, the biggest diver in world football, biggest moaner, and looks a big baby. Says, well, he's a big baby, isn't he? He's playing for, he got on the Brazilian squad, didn't he? He'd be in the World Cup as well. Don't like him. Just do not like him. Do not like him. I better get myself another drink before this draw. Draw's in a few minutes. Draw is in a few minutes. Hit the like. Hit the share, guys. Let's go. Let's get this draw going, baby. Let's get this draw going, baby. Minutes away from the EPL, Carabao Cup, Milk Cup, whatever cup you want to call it, is incoming. The draw is incoming, guys. So hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people on. We will get Man United, says Ryan C. Possibly. They're in it. We're in it. It's possible. At least Sepp Blatter has apologised for his mistake in giving Qatar the World Cup. Yeah, it was too late. It's already given. What a big mistake. That will turn out to be a huge mistake. It's just stupid. No, never mind playing it in November because it's too hot in the summer. But even them getting it is a joke. Anyway, it's all money. It's all money. So happy Maddison has made the World Cup squad, says Leo, who's a big Leicester City fan, of course. Yeah, he's been playing well recently. I always thought he would have got in, to be fair. Have you noticed United always end up paying big bucks for average players? And may it continue. May it continue. City to get a free low team. City will probably get Gillingham at the Empty-Head Stadium or something. Wait till you see. First France, second Argentina. You're giving your predictions here in the World Cup here. Third Brazil, fourth Portugal. I'd say that's the top four right in the positions in the world at the moment. Yeah, probably. Blood will be in Blatter's head if people die in Qatar. People have already died building the bloody stadiums, for God's sake. Haven't they? Is there some issue there? Human rights and everything that goes with it. I mean, just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's get this draw. Let's get this draw going. The ads are on. They have to pay. This is where the media and the money comes in. They know they know everybody wants to see the draw. Trends is in. To be fair, City just played Chelsea. That's true. Chelsea were good for the first half hour. They had 2 great chances, and all of a sudden City then bang bang came over 2-0. Ryan C, I'll give you 100 if England win the World Cup, to Salvatore. There you go. The bet's on. Hello from Dublin, Liverpool fan. Ryan C, how are you, Ryan? I'm in Dublin too, my friend, as you probably noticed with the accent. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's get the draw up. Let's see what happens. And look forward to Southampton, of course, on Saturday at 3 o'clock at Anfield. It is a must-win 3 points before we shut up shop for the World Cup. Must win. A lot of dubs in the house. Del Boy Gunner TV is a dub as well. Yeah, a lot of dubs in the house, baby. A lot of Dublin fans in the house. To be fair, there's a lot of fans in Ireland. Full stop in Premier League. Will you stream it? Ashwani is in. How are you, my friend? I'm going to literally call out the teams as they come out of hat and tell you who has come out of hat, who Liverpool are playing against, who United are playing against, who City are playing against in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. We are minutes away, so let's see what happens, guys. As I say, I'll be live tomorrow night, probably about 8 o'clock for a Southampton build-up, probably with Keith and Ivan, so pop in, have your notifications on 8 o'clock tomorrow night, roughly about 8 o'clock, for an hour chat on Southampton, FSG and whatever else, and probably the draw tonight. Do you ever follow an Irish team growing up, Dave? Yes, Bohemians, about a mile down the road from me. Big up, Dave. How's it going? Pan off Scouts, my bro in the house. How are you, bro? Absolutely brilliant. Going to give you the draw live now, any minute. Carabao 4th round cup draw live. I wouldn't mind Maddison at Liverpool. Yeah, decent. I think we looked at him. costs big money though, wouldn't it? Huge. If it's a good World Cup, it'd be probably twice the price. I think the draw's coming up now, guys. Get ready. Hold your hats. Get ready to roll. The draw is incoming for the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. The balls are in the pot, basically. Is Bohemians Irish version of Bournemouth? Sort of. Sort of. The result is Liverpool. 1890s or 1888 or something like that. Really old, you know. But Bohemians Football Club. Daniel, yes, Dave. How's your day, mate? Daniel, absolutely brilliant. Is that Daniel Hughes, my bro? Daniel Hughes? Hi, Dave. What's your feelings of the oil money if they take over Liverpool? We're going to have a chat about that straight after this. Here we go. Here's the numbers. 1 is Bournemouth, 2 is Blackburn, 3 is Brighton, 4 is Burnley, 5 is Charlton, 6 is Gillingham, 7 is Leicester, 8 is Lincoln, 9 is Liverpool, 10 is City, 11 is MK Dons, 12 is Newcastle, 13 is Forest, 14 is Southampton, 15 is Wolves, and 16 is Man United. So Liverpool's number nine in the pot. I subscribed to your channel today, buddy. Thank you very much, Ryan. Fair play to you. Hit the like, hit the share. Claire Dean is in the house. How are you, Claire? All the way from Peru. Who do you want in the fourth round of the League Cup? Yep, Bows have a rich history. They absolutely do. My father-in-law used to be the president back in the 90s and played for them and won the cup for them. Won 3 cup finals for Shamrock Rovers as well back in the 60s. Dave, who do you support in Dublin? And in Ireland, that's what I said. Bohemians FC. They're in Dublin, they're about a mile and a half down that way. Lincoln all the way, Dave. Oh, Lincoln would be nice. Let's go, guys. Here we go. Schmeichel's putting his hand into the pot. Here we go. Fourth round draw, baby. Carabao Cup. The first team out is... It's number 15. It's Wolves. Wolverhampton Wanderers. So let's go. Wolves. Who will the Wolves be howling against? Here we go. Hit the like. Hit the share. Wolves to play. Gillingham. Oh, wow. So Wolves, Gillingham. There's sort of, I won't say an easy one there, but definitely that everybody wanted Gillingham. So Wolves and Gillingham, that makes an easy one go. So the chances of big teams playing each other has increased. So Wolves against Gillingham. The next game is number 14. Southampton. Southampton at home. Who will Southampton get at home? Number 8, Lincoln City. Wow. So Gillingham and Lincoln have already gone. Oh, wow. Southampton against Lincoln City. Southampton against Lincoln City. Wolves against Gillingham. So Lincoln and Gillingham are gone. All the big clubs are left. Here we go. Number 2 is out next. Blackburn Rovers. A lot travel to Anfield. You're absolutely right. Day trippers. Blackburn Rovers will play number 13, which is Nottingham Forest. So it's Blackburn, Nottingham Forest. Here we go. Blackburn have got Nottingham Forest in the next round. There's big boys left. City, Liverpool, Newcastle United are all in there. They're all in there. One of them has to be playing against each other. Has to be. I want a home draw, though. I want a home draw. Next out is Newcastle United. The Oil Barons. The new Oil Barons. Newcastle United at home. Who will they play? So it's fourth round draw, Carabao Cup. Newcastle will play number 1. Bournemouth. What's handy enough for Newcastle, you would say? Newcastle United to play Bournemouth. Wow. Newcastle, Bournemouth in the next round. United, Liverpool and City are in there. They're going to get each other. Something's going to happen here. United, Liverpool or City. Here we go. Number 10. Manchester City. I can't look. Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City. Who will Manchester City get at the Etihad Stadium? Liverpool. Man City against Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium in the fourth round draw. Oh my God, it's City against Liverpool. Wow, that is a big draw. Manchester City have got Liverpool in the fourth round. OMG. I didn't want that, but we got to play them. We got to go. Wow. You couldn't make this shit up. And United are next out. Of the draw. Man United, who will they get at Old Trafford? Man United play number 4, Burnley, for fuck's sake. United against Burnley. We're getting a Premier League team. Yeah, we've got Man City. Liverpool, Man City, baby. Liverpool to play Man City at the Etihad Stadium. Trust us to get City. Man United are happy with Burnley at Old Trafford. I'd say they are. We're still going, guys. Number 11. Number 11 is MK Dons. MK Dons. Lord of Mercy, says the Ryan C. MK Dons at home to play number 1. Leicester City. That's a handy one for Leicester City. MK Dons against Leicester City. Wow. Oh my God. I think is there 2 more teams left? 4 more teams left. We're going to smash City and Real in the new year, Dave, says Anfield Arc. I absolutely love it. Hit the like, hit the share. There's still 4 teams left. Charlton Athletic have come out. Charlton at home against number 3, Brighton and Hove Albion. So Brighton have got a decent one there. Charlton against Brighton. Eddie Vesta's old club. This is tragic. Just our luck to get another tough draw. Well, you don't get any tougher than the Etihad Stadium, does it? So that's it. The draw is over, guys. Wow. City Liverpool's the big one. City Liverpool is the big one. Wouldn't know ex-Man United players looking at the teams. Excuse me, what? Yeah, Schmeichel and Dion Dublin pulled them out. The big one at the Etihad Stadium. Manchester City against Liverpool. Wow. Told you I said City, says Salvatore. Did I say I wanted City? Well, maybe at Anfield, at the Etihad. Look, it's a while away. We'll worry about it when it comes up, but it's going to be a big game, isn't it? We would. Yeah, it's going to be TV ratings game, of course. I think we'll beat City, hopefully. At least it'll be on television. It's good if we're going forward or not. Nunez versus Haaland, says Henry. So Liverpool against City. Wow, that is a big draw. We'll go through the draw now. We'll give the teams. Here we go. Here's the team, the full list. Here we go. Wolverhampton Wanderers to play Gillingham. Southampton to play Lincoln. Blackburn Rovers to play Forest. Newcastle United to play Bournemouth. Manchester City to play Liverpool. Manchester United against Burnley. MK Dons against Leicester. And Charlton to play Brighton of Hove Albion. Of all teams, we get Manchester City. Wow. Pep versus Klopp. 2 days after the World Cup final, says Claire Dean. Oh, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All the big games coming for Liverpool. They've City in the 4th round of the League Cup. We've got Madrid in in February, obviously middle of February, in the last 16, the Champions League. It's just big for Liverpool. I'd be definitely not watching the Carabao Cup now, says Egyptian King. Why not? We'll beat City. Are you mad? Another way of looking at it is if you knock City, more or less going to win it, aren't they? They're the favourites. Whoever wins, City or Liverpool, whoever comes out of that, probably wins it. If we meet City 10 times this season, we'll win 10 times. Won't happen 10 times. Could beat them in Champions League further on, of course. Could beat them in the FA Cup. We have them in the League Cup. And we have at least one more game at the Etihad against them. So we shall. We've beat them in the league 1-0 already. You'll never walk alone, LFC, till I die, says Henry. You're absolutely right. My feeling was right. The only good tie in the competition, the rest are shite, says Tim O'Leary. You're absolutely right. Some crap games there. Absolutely crap games. You might say Blackburn Forest, a bit of a championship type game going on there. Probably will be next year. But it's really standout was Man City Liverpool. Standout was Manchester City Liverpool. It was written in the stars that it would be City and Liverpool. And it is City and Liverpool. Ties to be played the week December the 19th. December the 19th. Oh my God, the World Cup would just be over and it'd be straight into the League Cup. Straight into the League Cup. World Cup just over. So you could have, depending on City, Liverpool, you could have 1 or 2 players playing for you, big players that are in the World Cup final. Probably missed that game. Absolutely crazy draw for Liverpool. Manchester City, Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium on the 19th of December. Wow, what a game. I grew up on the biggest games and that's what I love. Give me all the big games. Well, that's what it's all about. And you've got to beat the best. If you've got to win things, you've got to beat the best. Like Madrid in the Champions League, got to get past them to win it. Basically, so that's the way it works. Daniel, Haaland to be in VVD's pocket again. Get in. Oh my God, Erling Haaland, Darwin again, Dave says, Jordan, Hyman, LFC. How are you, Jordan? Hit the like, hit the share, get a few people in, we'll stay on for a while, but give it the hour. What are we, 15 minutes away from the hour, but give it the hour. Like the Champions League, it's fixed for sure. How do we get Madrid and City? What are the odds on that? Decent, I'd say. I'd say the odds are decent. Our cup run is over. We won't have players back, says Eamon Kelly. Come on, Eamon. We will have players back. We'll have Diaz back. We'll probably, hopefully, have Jota back, Matip back. We'll have other players back. Not everyone's going to make it to the World Cup final. Are England going to make it to the World Cup final? Who do we have the most? Brazil? Fabinho, Allison? Bobby didn't even go. Trends, shocking draw. If we beat City, there'll still be good teams in the quarters as much. United, City, Brighton, etc. They got decent draws, but I mean, it's a tough one. It's a standout. It's going to be the game they're going to show, isn't it? City, Liverpool. We'll be even talking about it. I'm sure Klopp will be talking about it tomorrow at his presser for the Southampton presser. But it is a big, big game at the Etihad Stadium, December the 19th. It is City, it is Liverpool. Here's the full draw again before we go. Wolverhampton Wanderers against Gillingham, Southampton against Lincoln, Blackburn Rovers against Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United against Bournemouth, Manchester City against Liverpool, Man United against Burnley, MK Dons against Leicester City, Charlton Athletic against Brighton Hove Albion. Wow. As you say, our game just sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? It really does. All the other games are just average sort of games. Nothing really exciting there. You might say Blackburn, Forest, half decent game, but our game sticks out. Real Madrid and City, you can't write it, says Egyptian King. You can write it on the screen here because it's in front of my face. That's it, guys. We got to get past them. If we want to win it again and hold on to our cup, we are the holders. We want to hold on to this cup. We got to get past City one way or the other. We got to get past City one way or the other. Or it's a pre-Christmas out of this cup. All right, switch now to the big one on Saturday. We need 3 points against Southampton. We got to put out our strongest team and beat Southampton. As I say, I'll be live tomorrow night, probably about 8 o'clock. Have your notifications on. Pop in for an hour or so. And we'll have a chat about the big Southampton build-up show tomorrow. And we'll talk about FSG, DIC, whatever you want as well. But the big talk will be, we'll listen to Klopp's presser tomorrow. Probably, I think it's 1:30 tomorrow. We'll listen to what he has to say about owners, new owners, who's available for the game on Saturday and stuff like that. And he'll probably mention the City, Liverpool, fourth round cup draw as well. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about tomorrow. Jurgen, Norbert, Klopp. But that's the draw, guys. It is City, Liverpool on the December the 19th, fourth round Carabao Cup draw. Wow. Interesting draw. Really, really. I'm sure City didn't want Liverpool either. Can't we just kidnap Jude and throw him in against City? Even if I got him in the first week in January, I'd be happy. I can't see a big one coming like that in January. Probably next summer, but you never know. You just never, ever know. I'm going to go now in a few minutes, guys. Before I go, hit the like, hit a share, give us a follow on Instagram, Twitter, of course, YouTube, at Dave's LFC Chats. That's the Carabao Cup fourth round draw for tonight. The last time, it's Wolverhampton, Gillingham, Southampton, Lincoln, Blackburn, Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United, Bournemouth, Manchester City, Liverpool. Yes, Manchester City, Liverpool, Man United, Burnley, MK Dons, Leicester, Charlton Athletic against Brighton. Good night. Enjoy it. I'll talk to you tomorrow night about 8 o'clock for the big Southampton build-up. We have got City in the fourth round of the Cup. Wow. Night, night. Stay safe. Let's go.